I would like to put out a pre-warning.
Yes.
You know, like you get like flashing images warnings in movies. I'm putting out one of those kind of previewing warnings to anyone that's a fairly good competitive Warhammer player.
Okay.
You are not going to enjoy this video. I'm going to moan a lot, and you're going to be like, that guy sucks at this game. But that's like the point of this video. These videos.
I had a great time. I don't know what you're on about.
So these are our new vlog. It's not a podcast. It's not a vlog. It's brand new kind of content. We're making these basically to show you guys how bad we are at Warhammer. And hopefully, by doing this, you can help us get better. You can explain to us why we, when I say we, I mean me, is having such a bad time with this game.
It's a constructive rant. That might be the way to describe it.
Yes. So let's set the scene, right? It's 2026. New Year is upon us. We've had some Grotmas detachments. Grizzled Company. Very, very good, right? Very, very good. Currently the meta. I've been building a guard list for a while.
Yep.
So when something good comes out for guard, I was like, oh, nice timing. I get to actually use it.
Yep.
So I'm building it. James has been trying to work on Necrons for a while.
Yep.
What did you want to do with Necrons?
Catans.
Yes.
Or Satans. I
Yeah.
wanted a team of Tans. That's what I wanted. And I've wanted it for ages. But then there was all this talk of new models. And eventually they came.
And you kept saying, if they bring out a Catan detachment, like when focused around Catans, that's what I want. And they did. And that is also now like dominating the meta. It's early days, but it seems that way.
Yes.
So we thought, ooh, what an opportunity. We can put our two lists together against each other and see how they get on. We trialed the guard detachment very, very quickly against Custodes. Awful matchup. We'll skip over that. Now, what we're going to do, we just played Guard versus Necron. So we're going to go through some instances that happened in that game. And I just want to let you guys answer what you think would happen.
Yes.
This isn't live, so you've got to just pause and comment, basically.
Yes.
So-
and also, as a warning, I can't think what the word is.
Members only?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to get at.
So if you want to see the battles that we're talking about, is what James is trying to tell you, you can become a member, hit the join button that's probably down below somewhere. I think there's like multiple tiers. You can pay less money and see nothing, or you can pay more money and see more. That's how it works.
Yep.
I would appreciate it if you didn't pay that money and watch this video, because you will see me cry like a little bitch. Now,
You only flipped the table like 3 times.
yeah, it was the first time I've given up in games before. This was the first time I full on rage quit. Like I was like, I do not want to play. I'm gonna rage quit.
Okay.
Instance number 1. This is the Void Dragon. You may or may not have seen him before. If you haven't, you're going to see a lot of him. Not here, just in Warhammer.
Yes, he is my new favorite. He's been my favorite for a while.
Give us his stats, James.
The full stat line, Chewie. So the new and updated. A simple 10-inch movement.
Yeah.
As he's needed. It used to be 6. Way better now. Toughness of 11. Very good. A saving throw of a 3+. 16 wounds. A leadership of 6+. And an OC of 4. Also having a 4 of invul and a 5+ feel no pain.
And he's -1 damage.
-1 damage.
Used to be reduced damage by half, but now it's -1, which with the extra wounds that he's got, the extra movement, is a pretty good trade.
Yeah.
It's quite a scary model. My game plan was, this is a game of averages, correct? It's a dice game, but it's a game of averages. So if you want to make sure that you can achieve those averages, you put more than you need to into the equation, essentially, right?
That is math.
A big void dragon in the middle of the battlefield. So I thought, I know, I'll put all of my big, shooty, strong tanks that are designed for killing things like this into it, just to make sure that that's dealt with now, early, and then I've just got to worry about the 20-man warrior Necron blob and the 2 DDAs, because they are also a pain in the ass. So are 6 wraiths, by the way.
Yeah, they worked out well. Well, blah, blah, blah.
Your words are good. Your words are good today. Well, just what do you guys think would happen? Okay, so let me just tell you now.
Okay.
So I have 3 Lehman Russ Vanquishers, right? Which are three shots of heavy stubbers, a hunter killer missile each, which were all fired. A last cannon that's strength 12, AP -3, D6 +1 damage. Multi-melters, which are strength 9, AP -4, D6 damage with melter 2. And then a Vanquisher battle cannon, which is strength 18, AP -4, D6 +6 damage. Okay, all of which were hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s.
Yep.
Okay, thanks to orders and the Grizzled detachment rule. Those odds are insane. I put 3 of those and 2 Dawns at it.
Okay.
Okay.
So in total, what should have gone through? What are we saying? Like what?
I mean, I haven't done the math to work out what
Yeah.
should.
You said there was a 1 shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that hits on a 3.
Yeah, re-rolling 1s.
Okay, so yeah, basically a 1 in 5, 1 in 6 time that misses.
Yep.
Strength on that.
14.
So that's wounding on 3s.
Yeah. -3, so 4 binvuln.
4 pinball with a 5+ feel no pain on however much damage, which is -1.
Mhm.
And that's
D6 damage. However, there were 4 of those
Mhm.
going into it.
Yeah. So
Okay.
even the average on the 4, you're saying 12 to 16 wounds -1, more like the 12 to 10.
10 to 12 wounds so far. How many does it have altogether?
16.
Are you calculating the feel no pains in this? Yeah?
Not yet, no.
Okay. Then we've got 3 last cannons. Same situation. Hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s. Strength 12, AP -3, D6 +1 damage. So very, very similar as the previous gun, but a +1.
Yeah, because to be fair, we haven't really talked about the invul. 50-50 of those should be saved anyway.
So we're down to like 6 plus feel no pains.
Yeah, which should be a third. So at the moment, you're at 4.
Is that including the 3 last cannons?
No, that was the first line.
Okay. Plus the 3 last cannons, which are +1.
So basically D6 because I'm -1.
Yeah.
So that's averaging another 3 or 4.
Okay. Then multi-melters. Do you know what? I think I didn't fire enough guns throughout this game. I think each one of the tanks has 2 multi-melters. I was only firing 1. Anyway, that's 2 shots. Hitting on 3s, rerolling 1, strength 9, AP -4, D6 damage. Again, none of them were in melter range, so they wouldn't have had the melter 2, but still, that's a lot of damage. And then we have the Vanquisher Cannon, which is hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s, strength 18, -4, D6 +6 damage.
So many numbers.
On averages, we're definitely over the amount of wounds that it has, right? I don't even...
There's so too many numbers now. My head's just gone.
It's got to that point where I went into this video ready to full-on rage rant at the camera. I read this back and I'm like, what? How has this even happened to me?
Because Catans are my new children. And they will be protected. With the Emperor's might.
You dove in front of the bullets. Yeah. So that was 1 turn. Believe it or not, there is more.
But wait! There's more!
So that was 1 turn, right? 1 turn.
Yes.
Next turn, you moved a DDA into line of sight of one of my Rogel Dawns. The commander, in fact. This very tank right here.
Yes.
Now, if you don't know, Rogel Dawns are very, very, very durable. They're toughness 12, they have a 2-up save, and they have 18 wounds.
How many points are they?
They're 275 points, James.
Okay.
What happened?
It went boom.
1 gun. 1 gun.
Yes. How many wounds did you say it had?
18.
18 wounds. I only did 20 damage.
That happens, right? Big, heavy damage vehicles are supposed to kill things with lots of wounds. That's the whole point in, 6+ damage per attack. That's just what they do. So we move on to the next turn, and I put the tanks into the Void Dragon again.
He did.
It's 1 less,
He did.
because this is gone, but it's still 3 Vanquishers going into it. Hang on. 3 Vanquishers and a Dawn, because I had 6 tanks. So the previous turn was 3 Vanquishers and 2 Dawns.
Right.
This turn, it was 3 Vanquishers and 1 Dawn, because the Punisher was here for that. Wow.
I don't even feel like I saved that much.
You didn't. This is why it gets even worse. So you didn't even have to save much, because I wasn't hitting. Even though, to be fair, this Vanquisher wasn't rerolling once, because he wasn't under an order. But the rest of them were. Same thing. It survived.
It did.
So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 tanks. 9 tanks designed to kill things like that.
So what you're saying is, the magic number is 10.
Bear in mind, I also tank shocked it at one point. And did
You did.
5 mortals.
Yes, you
I
did.
5 mortals and still couldn't bring it down. Instance number 3. You moved your Void Dragon into the middle of nowhere in front of my remaining tanks. The Dawn was on my home objective. You had like a 9 or 10 inch charge to get to it. Rolled a 12, because of course you did, right?
Yeah,
So
I
you
did.
get there. This is a a difference of 8 points because I have Defense Stronghold and end of turn scoring for round 5. Luckily, it survived on 1 wound.
It did.
And tanks, big guns never tire, can obviously shoot into combat. So I could shoot all of the Dawn's big guns into the Void Dragon. At this point, it had obviously less wounds remaining. So obviously, I'm going to take it out, right? Well, no, because I had no characters left, which meant I could give out no orders, which meant I wasn't re-rolling anything. I was bracketed, meaning I was hitting on 5s. And I did 0 damage. So that is 10 tanks. Yes, one was kind of bracketed. And a pretty successful tank shock into that Void Dragon. Nothing.
I mean, not nothing, just not enough.
Yes, but when you send one gun from one DDA into my most durable unit and one-shot it, what I essentially want to know from the viewers, right, is how do you deal with that? Because I did it.
I just want to say you're dealing with it very well.
Thank you. I pride myself in how I deal with difficult situations. Look, if you go, don't watch the battle report because it's painful for me. I don't want anyone to share my pain. And I certainly don't want to have to relive it through comments. So don't watch it. But if you did, I'm sure there's things I did wrong, right?
Maybe.
I did get some rules. I didn't get them wrong. I forgot some rules until the second round of shooting. So the first round of those shots, I forgot that the Vanquishers re-roll the wound roll against monsters and vehicles. That could have been game-changing.
It could have been.
However, take that out, it still should have died. I don't get how people... I know it's a game. It's a game. I get it. But it's so painfully unenjoyable when something like that happens that I find it really hard to control my frustration.
Or
I'm going to add to this before you say or, right? I am very much a believer in that 40k is a skill game. So I hate blaming my dice. But there are instances where I'm not even making you make saves on my d6 plus 6 weapons. You know? Then it's hard to not blame your dice. I felt the need to have to share this so that I'm essentially getting free therapy. I can vent to the audience and they can go, well, to be honest, Jake, you are just a shit noob. And this is Warhammer. Sometimes it doesn't go your way. Carry on with your butt or your oars.
Or is it just what makes the game more interesting and thematic in a way that you have that epic hero standing tall, knocking away...
No.
Either way, whatever's been shot at him, he's not taking it. Knocking it out of the way and coming through and just stabbing some tanks with his epic spear. Doesn't that just make it better?
You know what? It actually does. I actually quite like imagery like that. However, 40k has become a very competitive game where you have reputations in how good you are at the game. And when we're so heavily involved in the game, which we are, we do this. We have this studio downstairs is a tabletop gaming venue. We're very, very involved in 40k. So, being shit at the game isn't good. Now, when it's becoming a competitive game, I think moments like that make it unfair. But is it unfair when it's down to the dice? I don't know. I need counseling.
Yes, you do. And if we also talk about 40k, certainly a game that will teach you how to lose. Because no matter what, you could be the best player in the world at 40k and you will still lose. Because it will happen at times. Certain armies don't go into others as nicely.
Yeah.
Certain Void Dragons just don't want to go down. And I think the moral of this story is, Catan's raw, and I want all of them.
Well, Nightbringer just arrived, so we're almost there. We're almost there. It's funny, though, isn't it? Because you can say, yes, pairings and matchups can be game-changing, deciding things in tournaments. So let's say you're a Grey Knights player, which I am, that's my main army, and I go into a tournament. It's a one-day RTT. You have 3 opponents. Your 3 opponents are Custodies. You're probably going to win that tournament. Our
Yes.
recent tournament here, the latest one, 2 of my 3 opponents were Custodians, and I was very nice.
That was me.
There is a vlog about that you can check out on the channel if you are interested. But yeah, I won both the games against Custodians, and then my third game, or my second game technically, was against Unkillable Necrons. Wasn't a good matchup. I don't know what I really could have done to win it.
Rolled like a Void Dragon. That would have done it. Oh yeah, it's the same for the other way around.
I'm making this point not to say that, oh, it's luck of the draw, that's why I lost. I'm actually saying it for the other side of it.
Okay.
Because someone like Liam VSL, who goes on to win like the London GT 3 years in a row, which is 9 rounds of Warhammer 40k, 3 times, 1,000 players this year alone, and he's won it 3 times in a row. There's no way that in those potentially 25 odd games that he's not, well, 27 I guess, that he's not had a bad matchup.
That is true.
So what is it? There's no way I'm that bad at the game.
You just didn't put enough models on circles. That's how you win, right? Models on circles.
I actually think that's what he said when he won. I also want to add that I spent hours last night painting these Bulgrin with a sponge. And they look really fucking cool. I really like them. 200 points. I moved them from here to here, turn 1. That was it. As long as they stay out of line of sight, which they should, right?
Yep, I had no interest in going anywhere near them. So I did not.
And then on your natural expansion, you mirrored me. You put 6 wraiths on yours.
And some flayed ones.
But I went to it.
You did.
Whereas if I had just gone to the center and taken... The thing is, you've got 20 warriors with an Overlord and Oracle that reanimate. Potentially 6 models a turn.
Yes.
And a once per game additional d6.
Yes.
That you can re-roll.
Yes.
So it almost feels like, why go into it? I whittled it down to 1 warrior.
However, on your experience with Necrons, your warriors die. Because when
It's exactly the same.
But you didn't focus on them. Other people have.
So the alternative is to let the Void Dragon run around and don't focus on him? Also, I can't be putting Vanquishers into warriors. You see what my issue is here? It's weird because it's almost not a stat check list. But it is, because it's like, do you have something that can take out a Void Dragon? Yes, in fact, I have 6 tanks. Do you have something that can take out warriors? Well, yeah, I have a Punisher that's got a 20-shot Gatling cannon thing.
Yeah.
Plus, I had 10 counter-channel command squad, Bulgrin, Gaunt's Ghosts, Acadian Shock Troops, Tempestus Aquilons. I had good stuff, but they still wouldn't die. What is the answer? I'm asking you, and I'm asking you. Yes, you. You're probably better than me at Warhammer, so please give me the answer. In all seriousness, do you have the answer?
Well, okay, I'm going to go on a side question then.
Side quest. I love a side quest.
Side quest. I basically use your Necron listing.
Yeah, should
I just
makes it even more embarrassing.
But I took out.
This is worse for me. It makes you look bad. It makes me look worse. You forgot to bring in your reserves.
I did that as well. Yes, I may even. If you watched it, you will see us go. Okay, they have to come in next turn. Remember that. Got to the
2 turns later.
I think it was the fight phase of that turn. Went, crap.
And I was losing so bad. I was not going. Just bring him in. I was like, gutting. Prick.
Okay, question then. So
You're not a prick. It wasn't your fault that this happened. Don't be mad at your opponent. It probably comes across like you're going to be, but I was just grumpy.
I'd like to almost feel like it's my fault, because then that means I did something good. But, okay, you would have... Your list has the Silent King. Would you have been better or worse if I'd taken your full list rather than brought in the Void Dragon instead?
I definitely would have killed the Silent King.
Yeah?
No feel, no pain. No -1 damage. Yeah, he would have gone down. So
I made the list better.
Yeah, 100%.
I am a genius.
100%.
I am Warhammer 40k.
Maybe you are. You're an actual Catan, not a shard. You are one. Only a god could have helped that Catan survive 9 shots. D6 plus 6 on the Vanquishers. Just a reminder, a final gentle reminder, D6 plus 6.
I can't wait to go 0-3 at the next tournament with these now.
So, in a nutshell, this is not a game of averages because there was no average. Well, there was, it was just below it. And we can also prove now that miracles do happen. And that miracle is that I didn't flip the table.
Hold on, I won a game.
You were like a 5-game win streak. Yeah, I think 5 is my best one.
Necrons and Custodes.
How long have I been saying to you? Try other things other than Custodes. You might win some games.
I won with Custodes.
I'm going to add one more thing on. Two more things, in fact. We did do a game with this list against Custodes. Horrendous matchup. I took Lehman Russ battle tanks instead of Vanquishers. He had 2 Grav tanks and a Land Raider. But still, he moved the Land Raider out into the open. And I put all of my tanks into it. Same story. I think it did 3 wounds. Doesn't even have an invuln. And that was 3 tanks, all of their guns, 2 turns in a row. 3 wounds. Again, hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s.
But wounding on 5s with those.
Some of them were strength 14. Yeah. And the final thing I want to add, this detachment is currently the meta of the game. I built this list yesterday as I was painting my Bullgrin. I built it. I was like, that looks like quite a good list. I'm quite happy with that. Then while I was painting the Bullgrins, I watched a video by a channel called Tactical Tortoise. Very good channel if you haven't seen them for tactical breakdowns and kind of what's meta. Check them out. I was watching a video about this weekend's results, and there was a Grizzled Company detachment that went that did very, very well at a recent GT. I think it was over 100 players. And the list was almost identical to mine. 0 copying. Genuinely, I looked at it. They had the exact same characters, including Solar Leontis. You don't see that often. The only difference was they ran a something battery or something instead of the Bullgrins. And they also had Rough Riders. That was the main difference. I replaced that with 1 more Lehman Russ.
Okay.
That was the only difference. That won a GT. 5 games.
But it didn't face me. I'm my void.
Feel bad now.
So are you looking forward to facing the full Catan list when it all is ready? You told me to try something new. I just happened to stumble upon a very gross list at the moment.
You fucking meta chaser. Oh.
For once.
I thought this was going to make me feel better. It's made me feel worse.
I feel great.
Is it home time?
I think we should play another game.
Only if everyone likes and subscribes right now. What's that? You did? Okay then.
And I'm only taking the Void Dragon.
I wasn't